If you're thinking about becoming a travel advisor, welcome. You're probably excited and a little overwhelmed. And if you're anything like I was, you've probably watched 47 other YouTube videos trying to figure out if this is actually a good career, if this is actually going to work for you, and if you should actually get started doing it. When I started, I had a picture in my head of what being a travel advisor would actually be like, and some of it was true, but a lot of it honestly wasn't. And I wish someone had sat me down over coffee and said, okay, Lindsay, here's what this job is really like without the gatekeeping. So today, that's exactly what I'm going to do for you. These are the things that I genuinely wished someone had told me before I became a travel advisor. So let's dive in. Hi, my name is Lindsay Dollinger. I am the travel agency owner and travel advisor at Last I See the World Travel. I have been in this industry since 2019 and I love it. Number one, the number one thing that I wish someone had told me before becoming a travel advisor is actually loving travel isn't enough. And this one might be a little bit hard to comprehend or sting a little bit because yes, you absolutely should love travel, but loving travel alone isn't going to make you a successful business. Loving food doesn't automatically make you a great chef, right? I know I'm a horrible cook and I love me some food. Loving fashion doesn't make you a successful boutique owner. This is a business. You are going to have to learn how to market, and you're going to have to learn customer service and organization, communication, problem solving, relationship building. The people who build long term travel businesses aren't just passionate about vacations, they're passionate about serving people and creating those experiences for people. That mindset shift changes everything. Number two, you don't need to travel everywhere. When I first started, I honestly thought I needed to visit every destination before I could ever sell it, especially cruises. I had never been on a cruise when I started as a travel advisor. This is not true. In fact, it's impossible. There are thousands of hotels and hundreds of cruise ships and dozens and dozens and dozens of locations. I mean, thousands of locations, really, honestly, truly, that you could go to and visit. No one has experienced everything. Professional and travel advisors, though, know how to research, and you learn how to research. We build relationships with suppliers that we know and love and trust so that we trust their product to be able to pass it on and book our clients with them. We attend trainings, we ask questions, we lean on our networks to help fill in those gaps of the things that we don't know and we haven't experienced yet because everyone has starts at zero, right? Knowledge is far more important than having personally slept in every hotel room. Because heck, even hotels that I've been at before, they could change and be renovated or get new ownership or something, by the next year, even the next season, even, and be a completely different experience. So it's impossible to know all the things. The number three thing is that this is actually a relationship business. People don't book with me simply because I know which cruise port has or which cruise has the biggest water slide on it. They book with me because they trust me. And trust is everything. Your clients want someone who listens, who answers their questions, who advocates for them. So like I had a group booking with Virgin Voyages that I have spent no less than 10 hours getting this group the price that it was supposed to be. Otherwise, had those people been doing this on their own, one, I guarantee they would not have been spending 10 hours with the IT department at Virgin Voyages to save each of their cabins $200. But I'm advocating for them because that's what we were promised. So that's the rate that we were going to get. And we did. They want someone who's going to celebrate with them. They want someone who helps them when things don't go according to plan. Travel advisors aren't just booking vacations, we're building relationships that often last for years. Some of my favorite clients have booked multiple trips with me, referred their friends, and become people I genuinely enjoy catching up with and following on social media and really staying in the know with them. That's one of the best parts about this career. The number four thing is that marketing matters more than you think. Booking travel is only a portion of our job. The other part is helping people know that we actually exist. Stop being the best kept secret. You can be the best travel advisor out there, but if people don't know you exist, you're not going to have the business and build the business that you wish that you would have. No one can hire you if you're not visible. So marketing doesn't have to be complicated, and I do teach this in my industry because it doesn't mean that you have to dance on TikTok unless you want to. It doesn't mean that you have to be creating, viral reels and things going crazy and hitting hundreds of thousands of views. It just means consistently showing up, sharing helpful information, building trust, answering questions, and reminding people that you're here and ready to help them when they're ready to travel. Number 5 kind of goes along with that, and that's that you don't need to have a huge following. We have to retire this myth. You do not need 50,000 Instagram followers or 10,000 or 5,000. You don't need to go viral. You don't need to be an influencer. Heck, you don't even need to talk on social media like talking head video style if you really don't want to, although I do encourage it, like I'm doing right now, right? I'd much rather have 500 people who genuinely trust me following me than 50,000 people scrolling right past my posts because they don't really care and they just really followed me off of a whim. Relationships build businesses. And that goes back to this, that this is a relationship business, right? Not the vanity metrics. Some of the most successful travel advisors I know have very small audiences, especially online, but they have incredibly loyal clients. They focus on serving people and then those numbers will come, but they do market themselves. Number 6, you're going to keep learning forever. And this is one of the things that I actually love so much about this industry because I love learning new things. I own an agency. I mentor advisors. I travel often. And guess what? I still take training. Every week I try to because the travel industry is constantly changing. We have new cruise ships launching. Hotels are renovating, like I mentioned. Countries are changing entry requirements. Heck, we're changing how we do things here in the United States for domestic travel as well. Disney is all the time having new things. So is Universal. Technology is evolving. The best travel advisors stay curious and they build in that time in their schedule to do some of these trainings and these learnings. The moment you think you've learned everything means you've already fallen behind. You've already grown stale. We always have to be constantly on our toes, changing and modifying things, keeping up with different technologies. Being a lifelong learner is how you're going to make this the business and get the income that you want. Number 7, you don't have to build your business alone. And this might be the biggest one because when I started, I didn't know what I didn't know. I spent hours trying to figure things out because I had mentors who honestly promised a lot of stuff, but it wasn't what I needed. It wasn't what that I really craved for. I didn't have that proximity and that ability to get the kind of training that I really, really needed. So one of the things that I've learned over the years is the right community changes everything. Having people that you can ask questions, celebrating the wins with those same people, problem solving alongside different people, learning together, encouraging each other, sharing that this worked for me, but this didn't work for me. And being around people who, again, don't want to gatekeep that sort of information. Like I share all of it. I tell, we have, we have agency Q&As and I tell people, this is what went down this week for me. This is what worked. This is what didn't. This is what I learned so that you don't have to learn this, right? When we share those things, it makes us all better. Business is a lot more fun when you don't feel like you're doing it alone. And then I have a bonus one for you is that it's okay to start before you feel ready. You're probably never going to wake up one morning and think, okay, I absolutely know everything. Like I am 100%, I'm officially ready. That's not how this works, right? That's not how confidence works. Confidence comes from taking action, from experience, from helping people, from learning, from booking like trips for people. That is what teaches you something. Every client teaches you something. Every trip that you do teaches you something. You don't become confident and then start. You start and then you become more confident in your business and doing the things because you have done them over and over again. And that repetition and that experience, that's what builds the confidence. So if I could go back and tell beginner Lindsay one thing, I would simply tell her this: stop worrying about knowing everything. Focus on serving people well. Stay curious. Keep learning. Build relationships and make that an important part of your business. Be consistent, and the rest will come. This career has opened doors I never imagined. It's allowed me to help hundreds of families create lifelong memories. It's introduced me to the most incredible people, some of whom are my best friends today. It's given me flexibility. It's challenged me. It's grown me as both a business owner and a person, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So if you've been thinking about becoming a travel advisor and today's video answered a few of your questions, I'd love to help you take the next step. I've included links below where you can grab free resources, join my email list, and get on the wait list for my next agency opening at Alas to See the World Travel. Because inside my agency, I teach new travel advisors or existing travel advisors who want to switch host agencies, not just how to book vacations, but how to build a sustainable travel business with marketing, systems, supplier trainings, client management, and ongoing mentorship with some of the most competitive commission splits in the industry. My goal is to help you avoid many of the mistakes I made when I was figuring it all out on my own and help you build a business that really works for your lifestyle. So if you've enjoyed this video, I'd love if you'd hit like, subscribe, and leave me a comment and tell me what's one thing you're nervous about when becoming a travel advisor. I read every comment, and your question might inspire a future video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I hope I'll see you on the next one. Go out there and create and own your magic.